What if I told you that you don't need the Ultra to get an Ultra experience? Because I've been quietly using this Xiaomi 15 for a month, and this phone will change how you think about smaller phones, especially in the two areas that makes this the better choice compared to the Xiaomi 15 Ultra. First, looking at the design, it seems like Xiaomi has found a unique design for its non-Ultra phones. Now, just like Apple and Samsung, this follows the same design language as the previous Xiaomi 13 and the Xiaomi 14, which I have to say that I have been loving since the Xiaomi 13. Now it comes with a matte back and sides with a curved edge, and these slight refinements do make the Xiaomi 15 more polished and clean. Not only it does feel really nice in your hands, but this particular color doesn't attract any fingerprints or smudges. It looks really elegant and weirdly fresh, like how it just came out from a fridge. Now, if you have been watching my recent videos, I have been on a small sized phone marathon from using the base S25 to the Google Pixel 9a, and I have been having a strong preference for a smaller size phones. So this Xiaomi 15 surely elevated that even further when I was using this phone daily. Now, this 6.36-inch AMOLED LTPO 120Hz refresh rate is Dolby Vision certified and has HDR10+. It has a typical brightness value of 1000 nits, but with a super high 3000 nits of peak brightness. Now that is brighter than Manchester United's future. But seriously, it is perfect for Malaysia's blazing sun. The colors are punchy and the texts are also very crisp, and the bezels are all very nice and equal all around. Now this is also a 90% screen to body ratio smartphone, and then there's the new Xiaomi Shield Glass instead of the Corning Gorilla Glass Victus. Now while Xiaomi Shield Glass sounds confident, that sounds like something that Tony Stark made, right? Because to be honest, we all do not know whether or not it's better than the Corning Gorilla Glass Victus. Now, the internet also does not have much information about this durability of this particular Xiaomi Shield Glass, but so far it has been standing up pretty well. And then there's also a pre-applied screen protector, and thankfully it's not like those cheap type of screen protectors that makes the screen worse, like how when I was reviewing the Poco F7 Ultra. So yes, overall I really love the screen on the phone, once again complementing the smaller size screen even better. But what I can't say the same was the software. Sounds like a cliffhanger, right? Okay, don't get me wrong, because this is great. It is a lot snappier than before, but this looks outdated in certain places. Even with the latest HyperOS 2, Samsung and other UIs have this blurred background while accessing the control center or the app drawers, which does look a bit more futuristic, whereas this Xiaomi 15 has this plain or black background depending if you're on a dark mode or even the light mode, giving a very budgety feeling to the phone. But credits were due because the software was very stable. There was almost no lag or jitters anywhere when I was using the phone daily. Then the bloatware situation has slightly gotten better as well, not completely removed, because there are some pre-installed apps which can be easily ignored or even used. And by the way, I have a little different take on bloatware these days, as much as I do not like them. But apparently, based on my research, bloatware helps companies to cut down the price of the phone. So instead of making money from us, they take a certain percentage from these apps, which, if you ask me, I don't mind, because this allows companies to bring down the price even with all these cool specs on the phone. But on the other hand, Samsung with same specs costs more. Now, like the recent Xiaomi phones, it also has HyperAI features like the basics such as the AI writing to summarize or rewrite messages, AI proofreading, or even the AI layout to reorganize your notes. And then there's also the advanced versions also available in this Xiaomi 15, like the AI interpreter for the real-time translation, the AI eraser to the AI dynamic wallpapers which generate wallpapers. So you're looking at a way more polished UI from Xiaomi over on this Xiaomi 15 as well. Now, aside from that, this offers 4 years of software updates and 6 years of security updates, while the industry standards these days is 5 years or even more. So this is a hit. Now, I do understand that people change their phone maybe probably every 2 or 3 years, but at this price, I would still expect a phone which has a bit more headroom when it comes to the software updates if I ever wish to continue to use them longer. And this is because it has a very powerful chipset, which is powerful enough to last for years, which is the Snapdragon 8 Elite chipset, because this adds into the already buttery smooth HyperOS, where app opening speed is not even a blink. Very clean, smooth and very fast. Now gaming has also been a very nice treat on this particular phone. It has a nice resting space for the finger. Although it's a small size phone, this 8.1mm thickness does allow your fingers to rest on the phone very nicely and is very comfortable to use when gaming for long periods. Now during my continuous heavy gameplay, the heat management was bearable, and for games like Genshin Impact, it performs the best at these settings shown on the screen over here. So yes, the Snapdragon 8 Elite chip does give an overall better performance compared to the Poco F7 Ultra, which has the same chip, and this raw performance allows the phone to also process the photos faster, and that means that we're going to be talking about photos. Now this has three main cameras: 50 megapixel main camera, a 50 megapixel ultra wide, and a 50 megapixel telephoto for the rear, and a 32 megapixel front camera. Now compared to the Ultra, these specs are almost the same, but of course you're losing the 200 megapixel periscope lens. So do you really need to see that much details in your pause or even when you take pictures of someone? That is something that I wouldn't miss, because the photos on this phone were really amazing. No matter which lenses that you shoot with, from the ultra-wide lenses to the main lenses, just like the Xiaomi 15 Ultra, the image processing on this particular phone was really good, even at night. The Leica filters were nice, and I just love the telephoto lens on this, especially for the 120mm. Now you can zoom up to 60 times, but the 30 times for me produced the best results based on a thorough test. The rear portrait mode still has focal length between 23mm till 75mm. Selfie photos were also excellent during the day and night, and is still one of the best smartphones for taking photos this year. Now you can also shoot up to 8K 30 FPS for the rear cameras when it comes to videos. The footage looks marvelous, and the stabilization was also great too. Now of course the 4K video for rear lenses was excellent as well during the day and night, and the front camera can go up to 4K 60 FPS, and the quality during the day was awesome, so was the nighttime videos as well. So it was really great to know. So yes, it is very comparable to the Xiaomi 15 Ultra without paying an Ultra price. So yeah, here's one of the two areas that makes this a better choice compared to the Xiaomi 15 Ultra, but here's a vlogging test to hear how well it does when it comes to video recording. Alright, so I'm in a studio exactly shooting this particular vlogging test part. So this is an audio test in a studio environment. It is quiet here with the aircon blowing pretty hard, to be honest. So this is an audio recording test. Test 1 2, test 1 2, test 1 2. Now, if you guys are enjoying this video so far, a nice big thumbs up would be great to tell YouTube that this video was okay. And a subscription would be lovely too. So thank you very much in advance to you and to you, as we're on the way towards the 200,000 subscriber mark. So yeah, help us out. So if the cameras were great, it is almost impossible to non-stop shoot on the phone, right? And I guess Xiaomi knew this. Considering the smaller size phone, Xiaomi has given a massive 5240 milliamps of battery, and all thanks to the new silicon carbon tech. Now while this lasts more than a day in a normal usage, which is about 6 to 7 hours, but on a heavier usage, you'll get about 5 hours plus. Now you can even charge between 0 to 80% in just 40 minutes with the 90-watt charging brick, which is depending on which country that you're from, and of course for us here in Malaysia, it is also included, so thank you Xiaomi. So yes, it also comes with a 50 watts of wireless charging and 10 watts of reverse wireless charging as well. Now if you want a written version of everything mentioned in this video, we do have one for this video and every of our videos at our website at www.adamlobo.tv. Links to the website will be down below, where we also have some daily tech news over there too. So with this price of 3,299 ringgit, or about 750 USD, with the great things that the phone offers, this feels like robbery at Xiaomi. Because instead of paying 5,000 ringgit plus, which is over 1,000 USD for a phone, you can finally afford that nasi lemak and a phone. It has cameras like the Ultra without paying Ultra prices. And speaking of which, if you want to learn more about this Ultra's cameras features in depth, check out that video over here.